Hey everyone, it's Chris again from Gaming with Swag. Today we're going to review Yokai Watch for the Nintendo 3DS. Yokai Watch came out last Friday, and it's been a huge phenomenon in Japan. Just to show you how big it is, this game alone has sold 1.29 million copies alone. In addition, there's been 5 other games for Nintendo 3DS for Yokai Watch. Some are spin-offs, some are sequels. There's been anime, manga, movies, and action figures and plushes. It's huge over there. To the equivalent of what Pokemon was, back in the 90s. It's been this giant explosion. Everybody's got to have it. Okay, so what is it? Well, basically, this guy, Nate, he's in the forest catching bugs one day, because who isn't? And he discovers this little machine that, when you go to the grocery store, they have the gumballs and stuff like that, but they have those plastic balls with the cheap little toys in them. One of those. So he pops a coin in, opens one of those, and a spirit comes out. And it's this white guy on the top, the big grinning smile. His name is Whisper. Whisper says, "Hey, Nate, I want you to know I'm a yokai ghost, and you need to go collect all the other yokai ghosts, because I said so." To be fair, in Nate's defense, who's not going to listen to a ghost that's like, you better go do this? So, what's he do? He gives Nate a watch, a yokai watch. And the yokai watch has 2 main functions. One's a radar, where you can see what yokai are in the area. The other one has a bubble that flips up, and you can look through it to see if there's any yokai in the area once you narrow it down on your radar. So you go around, you find the yokai, and of course not all yokai are friendly. You gotta battle them. So to battle a yokai, you have to have other yokai. Well, okay, so Whisper gives you a couple to start, essentially, and you use these yokai to battle others. And the yokai actually do the battling for you automatically. It's not like Pokemon where you select a move set, it's turn-based, and it takes a long time. No, yokai battle for you automatically, and there's a dial on the 3DS and the touchscreen. You can switch who goes what, and on the dial you can have 6 different characters. And the order you put the characters in the dial matters, because when you flip the dial and you get 3 at one time, you can do different combos and different special moves depending on what types are associated. There's also some interaction where you can give them a Soultimate move, which is essentially like their special move. And you have to either tap, draw, spin, some interaction. You can also remove the bad funk that's on your guys when they kind of pass out. And again, you have to do something like tap or draw or something like that on the 3DS touchscreen. You can get a target. You can target an enemy. So if I want to take this one main bad guy down, you just target it real quick. And you can use an item to revive or try to possibly entice yokai to join your force. When a yokai joins your force, you get their little disc to put in your watch, and then you can add them to the 6. You have a binder, and you just fill the binder with different discs. You can swap them out when you need to. Pretty awesome stuff. There's obviously different types of yokai, fighting yokai, scary yokai, and they have different things that they can do. Okay, so the other cool character about this game, and I don't want to spoil too much, is right here. He's this orange cat with 2 tails, and he essentially is the Pikachu equivalent. He ends up being like your main guy, and his name is, I believe it's pronounced Jibanyan with a J. So Jibanyan's story is really cool. Basically, Jibanyan, back when he was a real cat, was hit by a truck, and his owner, didn't like that too much, and he felt embarrassed to get hit by a truck. So now he spends all of his days as a yokai training to fight a truck with his fists. I can't make this stuff up. So, Jibanyan wants to join you and train so he can end up fighting a truck. And I won't spoil anything else for you after that. Okay, so Yokai Watch. Yokai Watch is really easy to play. It's very bright and colorful. The use of 3D is really cool. It has 3D animated cutscenes. It's not just text all the way through. There's definitely voiceovers in multiple parts of the game. Nintendo's done a really good job with this, and Level 5 is the developer. They've done an excellent job with this as well. The translation, you can tell, definitely has some quirks in it. There's some things with ghosts and spirits that are part of Japanese culture that doesn't really translate well here, but I think Level 5 and Nintendo do a really good job of conveying it. The humor's there. There's definitely some jokes that are geared more towards adults than there are kids, but kids are going to love this too. It's essentially, a monster collection game similar to Pokemon with a different battle system and a really cool story. I really like this game. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who likes Pokemon. It's a given. And anyone who's looking to do anything with ghosts. Like if you like Luigi's Mansion, again, it doesn't play like Luigi's Mansion, although they have a ghost busting game in Japan, which better come out here because it looks amazing. But the ghost and spirits thing is really cool. Something that you don't see a lot. Very unique title. Okay, so definitely pick this up. It's really cool. It retails for $39.99. You can also download it on the eShop. And if you're a little heck, I don't really know if I should get that. You can also go on the eShop and download the demo for free. It gets you about 4 or 5 battles in, and you can kind of see what Yokai Watch is all about. All right, I got a little bonus for you too. So when I picked this game up, I have a friend, and he owns Next Level Video Games, and Next Level Video Games specializes in Japanese imports. Well, because Yokai Watch is so big there, he has carried Yokai Watch figures. So I've bought 2 of these Yokai Watch figures that we're going to kind of unwrap here and kind of display and see what they look like. Obviously I got Jibanyan, and obviously I got Whisper, because they're the 2 coolest yokai I've encountered so far. I have not beaten the game yet. There's a ton of yokai to carry and find, but I have not gotten there. Okay, so we have a cool little display here. It just sits on a little peg, it looks like. There we go. All right, there's Jibanyan, and I will show you up close in a second. Let's get Whisper unwrapped. I looked online. There's all kinds of stuff you can buy. There's actually a Yokai watch that you can buy off of Amazon. And the normal stuff, like I said before, plushes and other figures and things like that. Okay. Same thing here. It goes on a little peg. And let's take a look. Okay, so there's Whisper and Jibanyan, and you can see the details pretty good. Says they're made in China, and they stand up pretty good. They're almost like, it's almost like a bottle cap type thing, and it has all kinds of runes and stuff on it. It's probably part of the yokai that I've missed, but yokai style. But they stand up pretty good. They look pretty good. The detail, if you see Jibanyan. The detail on Jibanyan is pretty good. Definitely did a good job on the paint. And Whisper, same thing. Good job. And they stand up really well too. These are going to look great on my desk at work, but I'm sure I'm going to have people come up and ask me what they are, and I'm going to have to explain that it's this game where you are a boy who catches bugs but decides he's going to catch ghosts. All in all, Yokai Watch, make sure you pick it up. Great game. This has been Chris with Gaming with Swag. Thanks for watching again.